Hello, welcome to my channel, Sea of Infinity. In this video, I just wanted to do a quick reading for you from the Divine Feminine Archangel Oracle deck. So if this message has found you, then I trust that it is for you. However, as always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and use your own discernment. Okay, let's see what messages of guidance or support wishes to come through from the archangels here. Oop, that was a bit too mean. What messages wish to come through? Dear angels, archangels, spirit guide universe. What messages of guidance wish to come through? Too many again. Let's just, okay. My goodness, they're all wanting to pop out today. There we go, and I might go one more, please. One more, please. Archangels, one more message. One more message. Whoop. Okay. Looks like this one wanted to come out along with it as well, so we'll pop that one out as well. Why not? Okay, so we've got number 12 here, Seraphina, Ascension. Number 5, Faith, Speak Your Truth. Number 6, Haniel, Moon Magic. 27, Karma, Well-Deserved Luck. And number 7, Holy Amethyst, Psychic Gifts Awaken. And I note as well, it stood out to me that we do have card numbers 5, 6 and 7 out here, which maybe resonant numbers for you at the moment, and really, speaks to a step into alignment with the 5, 6, 7 and being in a triangular form here as well. Okay, so starting with the first card, number 12, Seraphina. This card comes with an affirmation, I am that I am. Okay, so this is a very powerful card to come out at the beginning here. I mean, it's relating to, you possibly going through like a Kundalini awakening or like a spiritual, initiation, and really pointing that, your spiritual awareness is peaking and that you are on a path to become a spiritual teacher of some form. It's really saying here that your understanding, of spiritual awareness is about to soar to even greater heights. And that the angels are encouraging you to teach others what you have learned, and know that you are well prepared for this, not only from this current journey that you are on, but also many lifetimes that you've been through to reach this point in your journey. And also a reminder of the importance to remain physically grounded and, anchored as you go through this journey. Particularly as life force energy continues to rise through your spine. You may experience ascension symptoms, in a physical sense, as well as your energy field expands. And as your body and energy body and chakra centers are healing and recalibrating to a higher vibrational energy. And so with that, you may feel tingling sensations, hear high-pitched sounds, wake up throughout the night or feel a bit spacey. But all these things are normal and are part of the journey and part of, the awakening and ascension process. So to not be alarmed by that and, keep yourself grounded and anchored. And really know that you are shifting and stepping through to an even, greater stage of spiritual awareness here. And so with that, you know, really take the confidence and encouragement and support from the angels to step into a more guiding and teaching role now. You know, not only just walking, you know, this path and through this journey in a way of, you know, learning for yourself, you know, and being a student, but also starting to, you know, step into a more teaching role as well, to help lead and guide others as we all, you know, go through this ascension process into the new earth. And then the next card here, number 5, faith, comes with an affirmation of the voice of my soul is ready to be heard and healed. And okay, this is a great card to, you know, come after this message of the first card here. You know, really about speaking your truth, you know, understanding the power of your words, not being afraid to, you know, be authentic, to trust yourself, to talk about your story or your passions, you know, expressing yourself through creative projects or public speaking or teaching or writing or mediumship. And remembering, you know, that your words hold great influence and that you speak your reality into being. You know, not making yourself small to make others comfortable, or hiding yourself, you know, from the world out of fear of criticism or judgment. You know, really taking time to heal any emotional wounds or psychic wounds of your throat chakra that you may have, and really allowing yourself to, you know, make some noise in the world in that sense. You know, knowing that you do have an important message to share with the world. You know, so allowing yourself to take the time to regain that self-trust and discover the way that feels authentic to you to express yourself. You know, and also comes with some great advice that you could try, you know, chanting or singing to really help clear your throat chakra and stimulate that area to, you know, allow it easier for yourself to really flow communicatively with that energy. Then we've got number 6 here, Haniel, moon magic. So Haniel comes with an affirmation of, by the power of the moon upon this night, I embrace feminine wisdom and glean insight. You know, another great card to come out in conjunction with these other cards here. You know, it's really pointing towards to the fact that, you know, you are a natural born healer, you know, a psychic or a mystic. You know, and likely sensitive to the phases of the moon, which can really, you know, be attuned to our energy and emotions. You know, you are an asset to the spiritual community. So to continue illuminating that path for yourself and others, you know, by shining your bright light. You know, don't be afraid to be a living testament for how spirituality can enrich lives. You know, and if people come to you for guidance, or as you step more into, you know, a teaching role, you know, lead them gently, allowing them to discover their own insights, as this is, you know, what embodies and is the true essence of how, you know, a great spiritual teacher operates. And, you know, as you are on this journey, also remembering to recharge your own batteries. You know, particularly after, you know, listening to others, or, you know, assisting others with psychic insights or what have you, you know, that really can interfere with your own personal energy and intuition and your own energy levels. So just taking that time to recharge and cleanse your energy, you know, and not, you know, and utilizing the power of the moon phases and the moonlight to, you know, assist you with this. And then the next card here, number 27, karma. This card comes with an affirmation of, I deserve the best. The more I have, the more I can give. You know, a beautiful and wonderful card to come out here, you know, especially with all this talk of, you know, all the journey and spiritual ascension and work and stuff, you know, you've so diligently been putting yourself through. This is, you know, a great card here to say, you know, the well-deserved luck of all that work is coming into fruition for you now. You know, now is the time for you to be rewarded and to receive everything that brings you happiness and joy. And know that you truly deserve this time of increased good fortune. You know, don't be afraid to take joy in things for yourself, and know that your generosity has brought this good luck on your side. So, you know, don't be afraid to ask for your needs to be met as well, as it's not selfish to ask the universe for things that you want. Giving and receiving go hand in hand, and you know, and you've been giving a lot. You know, so don't be afraid to celebrate yourself, give yourself a treat, and you know, continue taking and making positive actions within the world to, you know, continue this cycle of giving and receiving. But also, you know, really relish in all the wonderful abundance that is flowing your way. And then the final card here, number 7, Holy Amethyst, comes with an affirmation of, my intuition is strong and reliable. You know, and again, another great card to come out here in conjunction with the rest of, you know, the message here. You know, it's a sign that you are being guided to take your psychic awareness to the next level. You know, so you may have been experiencing prophetic visions or intuitive insights lately, and you're being encouraged to trust, you know, trust those intuitive insights, trust your gut instincts and dreams and visions as your psychic gifts are awakening. You know, you can take the assurance that your internal guidance is reliable, so really have that confidence in yourself. And it's also another sign here, you know, among the other cards, that your life purpose does involve psychic work, or, you know, a spiritual path of some kind, and that you do have great psychic abilities. You know, and your third eye is continuing to awaken, you know, more and more. So, you know, don't be afraid to take action to polish your psychic skills by exploring, you know, different tools of divination. And don't be afraid to, you know, to call out to the angels or archangels, you know, particularly in this instance, Archangel, Holy Amethyst, to really, you know, to really bless your journey, you know, and to assist you with, you know, awakening your spiritual gifts. And, you know, and don't be afraid as well to, you know, reach out to people in, you know, the physical realm as well, you know, by, you know, joining a spiritual community or a psychic circle, or, you know, creating, you know, like a community of your own or what have you, to really enhance this part of your journey for yourself. Okay, so some really great and wonderful cards to all come out here together for you. You know, a really strong, beautiful message that they kind of all congregate to formulate together here, of, you know, you going through a great and grand, you know, spiritual awakening and spiritual journey, and that, you know, your spiritual gifts and psychic abilities are enhancing at this time, you know, as you continue to ascend to a higher vibrational level, and that, you know, that your life purpose really does involve the spiritual path in some way, somehow. So have confidence in that, and, you know, keep following your path boldly, and don't be afraid to, you know, enjoy all the moments of it and all the wonders that it brings. So a very, very, very exciting and powerful message here for you today. So I really, really hope it resonated for you and you were able to take something from this, because it's very, very powerful and beautiful. Okay, I might end this one here now. Sending you so much peace, love, light, and blessings as always. Bye.